Hey everybody, it's me, Michaelaaabee, back with another video. I just wanted to come on again. As always, I'm at the park with my son, so I just wanted to make a video so he's not all in my business. But ironically, I came on here to tell all of you guys about all of my business, so there's that. But I know that this will help somebody, so I'm just going to be obedient and do what I feel like God is telling me to do. Hopefully it's not too windy. I hope you guys can hear me. So for a long time, I've actually been wanting to share like the freedom that I have been enjoying ever since going through this transformation. I wanted to let other people know that there is another way to live besides being in survival mode constantly and just coping with life the way it is. But I'm such a private person that I also just didn't want my business out there like that. But now that I have been separated from the life that I used to live, I don't really care to hang on to it. And I feel that, now that I have been separated from it, I don't care to hang on to it. And I feel that I need to release it into the world because it'll be more beneficial for others to hear it more than it will be for me to hold on to it. So here we are. So basically, let's just hop into it. So during the pandemic, I guess is when all of this started to really escalate. I noticed that I was drinking every single day, a lot. And during the pandemic, I also picked up smoking weed. So yeah, it was pretty much a downward spiral. I've smoked before. I've never been the one to smoke every day, much less like going to buy my own weed or anything like that. So it was very much becoming a vice for me. So it was something that was a huge red flag for me. But at the time, it was doing its job of like numbing the world, so I just went with it. And it wasn't until I had a specific moment in my parenting journey, which I mentioned in another video that I posted about child neglect. That was a huge pivotal moment for me. I was able to look at myself in the mirror and realize that's not who I wanted to be as a person, especially as a parent. Towards the end of 2021, going into the beginning of 2022, I had a few encounters that kind of prompted me to change my ways, take a look at myself, things like that. And that's when I actually started my spiritual journey. I feel like God was nudging me to really get back to Him and our relationship and really just focus on what's important. So I ended up giving up drinking first. I feel like it was towards the end of 2021, in the beginning of 22. I don't remember exactly when, but I just realized that it was a huge vice for me and it was just time to give it up. And it was only numbing the pain, which I later figured out was unhealed trauma that I was masking with drinking, smoking, and sex, and just whatever I could to avoid feeling the feels, I guess. So that's also why I am such a huge advocate for healing through childhood trauma or whatever kind of trauma it may be. Because you are more than likely, if you're using drinking and smoking very often, sex, many other things that people use for a crutch, you don't even realize that's why. It's just been something that you've always turned to, and the moment that you heal, it becomes extremely easy to let it go. I know from experience. So first it was drinking, then smoking, and the smoking had a chokehold on me for a little bit longer. I ended up switching to vaping, which helped to wean it out of my system, and then I was able to just stop completely. So I really did want to share my story because I know for a fact that it's a lot of people's story as well, and it can be hard to stop drinking, smoking, all of it, honestly. It may not feel like an addiction. It may feel like you have it under control and you just do it here and there. I think that we don't realize how heavily we rely on it to not feel. With the way that the world is going, people are going crazy because they would rather avoid their feelings at all costs than heal from them. More than anything, people really just need healing, because most people have went through some kind of traumatic experience in their life, maybe with or without even realizing it. A lot of the human experience is traumatic, if we're being honest. So part of the journey, I feel like, is to go through what we go through and really grow through it. It should not be something that we stay stuck in. It should push us forward. And I think choosing to heal can either make or break us, if we're being honest. So I think that's why it's so important to me to really get it out there for people to know and understand that a lot of these behaviors are due to trauma or lack of attention, love. A lot of people like to put on and act like they don't need love, they don't need anyone, but in reality, it's probably just a front from being hurt so much, rejected, or whatever the case may be, and you're just tired of being hurt, so you end up pushing people away, and it can work for a little bit, but it's not the answer, it's not the only way. So healing is pretty important, is the point. I kind of went off on a little tangent, but I feel like that was for somebody to hear, and it was necessary, so I'll go ahead and leave that in there. But basically, I realized that I needed to heal through some things, and that pushed me to become who I was really meant to be, which was not this hurt person, this people pleaser, this person that lacked boundaries, this person that used all of these things, alcohol, smoking, sex, to fill a void that only God could fill, for being honest. And those things were also keeping me from finding my true purpose in life. So while I'm grateful for the journey, I'm also super duper grateful that I was able to get out of it before it was too late, and to really find my way back to God. So I'm going to end this here. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, I thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I love you and God loves you so much more. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.